What's up, guys? It is with my strong belief that many millionaires will be made this cycle, especially for the investors who are holding their crypto, their old coins during this time, the ones who are buying. 2025 to me is going to be a very bullish year. Q1, I think, is still going to be green than red, but we do have that suspended port strike that they're going to resume negotiations after January 15th. So we'll see what happens at that point. But next year, regardless, is going to be a miraculous, fun roller coaster year. And by the way, before we begin, I'm thinking about doing a new series every day where, I don't know, maybe call it Coffee John. We just go over the market, the news out there. We go over our different crypto picks, Bitcoin dominance, what's being said out there. If you guys want to see videos like this more often, if you enjoy this video, definitely let me know down below in the comments. I want to do something different on this channel. I know you guys missed the live streams, but they just weren't very engaging. I feel like many people prefer videos. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, if you're interested in the Coffee John series, maybe comment down below and say Coffee John so I know you guys are interested. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. But before we get into specific picks, I want to show you guys crypto bubbles, and then we'll go over the Bitcoin dominance, and we'll see what's happening out there in the market. So let's hope this video holds up and doesn't lag. All right, so let's see here. Okay. So let's go to the top 100. Let's see if we can find anything. Okay, not too bad. Let's go down the list. Not bad. Okay. So we're still seeing some red. Here's LCX and ABT together. Not bad. Okay. We'll stop at the 500. Here's Dia. We covered this in my last top crypto video. It's one of Dion's picks. Looks like a good crypto. Let's keep going. Okay. So now let's pull up CoinMarketCap. That will give us a better indicator of where the dominance is right now. Okay. So Bitcoin dominance right now is still 57%, which Bitcoin is just destroying the market. Although Bitcoin is still in that 62K range. I just did a VIP live stream for Discord, and we're talking about how Bitcoin could definitely go below 62K, which I do believe it will. Let's actually see where it is right now. And that altcoins, they're going to rally once. Yes, here we go, below 62K now. Altcoins will rally once Bitcoin dominance goes down. So right now, what you're seeing is, even though Bitcoin's above 60K, there's still some uncertainty in the market. A lot of people don't know what the next move is for crypto. We have the elections happening next month in November. The Fed has already been cutting interest rates, and we see in the past month, Bitcoin's up 10%, which for Bitcoin, that's a big deal. I mean, 4K, 5K, 6K is definitely no small feat for Bitcoin, which is over $1 trillion in market cap. When you click the year chart, it's up 126%, which is over a 2x. Last 7 days, down 5.5%. Let's go see where Ethereum's at. Ethereum right now is at 2,400. A lot of people are saying this is underperforming. It's probably a good idea to get some Ethereum if you want a blue chip as well. Ethereum is going to be a pretty good multiplier this cycle, in my opinion. I think it's going to be around a 4x from this price, which would be around 10K. But we'll see. So yeah, Ethereum for the year is up 50%, which is definitely performing short of expectations. It should be outperforming Bitcoin, but it's not right now. But I think that's a short-term issue that won't be a long-term issue. This last 7 days down 10%, which was around almost 2,700. Let's check out some other plays. Caspa is going to be a very strong, safe play, in my opinion. They had to get some tier one exchange listings, but I see they're almost 87% diluted, which means they only have roughly 13% to put in circulation, which means the inflation and the selling pressure from the dilution is minimized. They're going to have 90% by the end of next year, which is the expected altcoin season. You click the year chart, it's still up 200%, which is around a 3x from this price. You click the old chart, it is like one of the strongest charts out there. We've been buying a lot of crypto, by the way, a lot of crypto. You got to be buying these discounts. I was saying on my live stream for Discord, every time I get a question about, hey, John, this crypto's consolidating. Should I swap out of it? What do you think? Is it going to do well? It oftentimes comes from investors who bought a lot higher, because if you're in profit, you're not going to care about consolidation. You're going to want to buy it while it stays flat to accumulate a bigger bag. But if you bought, say, Art Block at $5 or $4.70, how much was it? It was $4.65, and you're asking about Art Block, for example, they're going to be concerned. Oh man, $1.50. Hey John, should I sell this? No, you shouldn't sell this. This is a blue chip crypto, in my opinion. They got some insane partnerships that are just building, they're forming. And Robert Mallison posted them on Twitter. Microsoft's a key one, Google. They're in, Web3, AI sector. They're also a DApp platform. So if you want to build in this space, Web3, which is the future, you're going to have to hold the token to do it. If you want to utilize their apps, you're going to have to hold the token to use them. If you want to use their core products, their DID wallet, the centralized identity, which I believe is replacing KYC, know your customer. Again, Artblock. So Artblock right now is on a great dip. This one for me is easily going to be a 7-figure play. This one's one of my best calls to date. I think it's going to be netting some crazy multipliers. If we're going to take a little break from the utility section, Turbo is going to be a great meme for this cycle. Already is. I mean, we got in 20 million market cap. But yeah, lo and behold, this one got on Binance, which many meme coins don't get on. And I do believe after Binance and Kraken and all these good exchanges and crypto.com tier ones, I do believe Coinbase is listing Turbo next. I believe it's only a matter of time. And if you're looking for the next Turbo, which I made a video on this one as well, Hoppy to me is the next Turbo. And right now it's at 63 mil market cap. And if you ask me why, look at the chart. It's very strong. The community is growing just like Turbo. People forget Turbo is a strong community now. When I bought it at 20 mil market cap, they had no community. They had very few holders, and there was no one talking about it. So right now, you're seeing the community form for Hoppy. I see it all the time on X when I post. It's going to keep growing. It's going to keep growing. And that's the thing, right? You don't want to be here when it's over 100 mil market cap or 500 mil. You want to get in while it's still a micro cap. So yeah, Hoppy's very good. Going back to utility, LCX. This one's going to net some crazy multipliers. You heard it here first. We got in very low, 3 cents, lowest entry, but this one's going to net some crazy multipliers. So again, when you're taking time to buy during the dips like this, consolidation, you see it went to, 20 cents not too long ago, less than a month, and then it comes down. This is when you buy, but a lot of people, they won't buy at those dips. They'll buy when it rises up. And then every time you don't buy when it goes up, that's where you get more nervous. Hey, John, is it going to recover? Like Bitcoin, if you bought this, at 74K in March of this year, you're still down $11,000. So you take an asset like Bitcoin and you can turn it bearish just on your entry alone. Your entries really do matter in crypto. Contrary to what you're told, it's not always the best crypto or worst crypto. You can take a very bad crypto, get in early, and it can still give you a 2, 3, 5x oftentimes. But you take the best crypto, you buy at the all-time high, and then you don't take profits, and all of a sudden you have a net deficit of money with quote-unquote the best crypto. So this is why it's important to be buying these dips. And there's plenty of plays here that are very down. Like Florida, another one that's down a lot, 11 cents. The all-time low was 8 cents. This one's going to be a powerhouse in Web3 as well. It's in the, I call it the central intelligence, tracking blockchain activity. I see many businesses and companies using this down the road. And I see now their circulating supply is 48%, which is good. You want to see them dilute during this time. They recently had 43%. You want to see this happen now. That way, when the bull cycle comes back, they have less inflation. Then you have plays like Pangolin PNG, which is a multi-chain DEX. If you believe in DEXs like Pangolin or Aerodrome, which we'll cover next, you got to look at where's the volume going to come in. If they're going to use a DEX, why would they use Pangolin? Well, Pangolin's a very nice DEX for Avalanche, Hedera, Flare, Songbird, Emos, has good tokenomics, which means what? It can scale. And then Aerodrome, yeah, it has inflation, but this coin rocket ships very quick. I mean, just in the past month, look at this, 120%. We bought this at 50 cents, getting back in on a swing trade. And that was already up over a 2x for us, almost a 2.5x up. And although the inflation, it went to 1.3 billion, it's still nowhere near the inflation of, say, like Polkadot. Like if you go to Polkadot, for example, this one ruined it because they're offering such crazy yield on exchanges to hold it, and they just keep printing and printing and printing coins. I mean, right now it's at 1.5, sure, but this thing was less than a billion last cycle, so it added so many tokens, so many coins already. So Aerodrome, yeah, they have inflation, but Base is a very bullish narrative for the market. You have so many coins launching on there, memes, including Brett, a popular meme that I'm not holding, but it is popular. So Base is only going to get more exposure. They're comparing it to, the Ethereum ecosystem, the Solana ecosystem. It's going to be a big name after this cycle is all said and done. So Aerodrome right now, this is a coin that I think is going to rocket ship, easily this cycle. It already has shown us signs of that. If you click the old chart here, or at least the year chart, it's only been around for a year. It went to $2.38. Then it had some massive flood, which got me too. But now look at this. It went down to 50 cents here. We pretty much bought the bottom right here, and then boom, it's back up again. So yeah, the power of DCAing, the power of buying the dips. A lot of people like Sui. This is not a crypto I cover too much in my channel. I did see it's up, over a 2x in the past month, but the inflation is pretty high. It reminds me of Sei. Sei was the same thing, where Sei was a miraculous call. We got in sub, 25 cents on this play, and then it went to $1.15, I believe. Yeah, it went to around $1.15, and then it dumped all the way down to 25 cents again, and now it's recovering a little bit to 40 cents. So I imagine this is going to happen to Sui. But let's just say you don't want to buy Sui right now because it is a large cap, and I wouldn't really buy it right now. Look into their ecosystem, So this is where you get an idea of how to find these 10, 20, 30, 50x plays, 100x plays. You got to look at where's the money going, where's the total value locked, which one has the highest total value lock, which Sui's total value locked is pretty up there in terms of revenue. And then you can kind of find where the whales are going, retail's going. So yeah, Sui's good. Going back to memes for a little bit. I personally sold Draghi at a loss. I kind of regret it now, which is fine. I'll admit my loss on this one, but it's back up to 6 mil, which it's still very risky, but that's very good to see. I mean, the last month alone, this is a crazy good chart just on this alone. But the chart here obviously it ran up and then boom, so it did dump a lot, but hopefully we do see a new all-time high for this. I am still holding Watt, which Watt is recovering as well. Not yet at our first entry, but it's getting up there. In the past month, it's up over a 2x as well. So I'm still optimistic on this one. But yeah, this is just the nature of memes. Myro is good, but I just feel like dog coins are dying down a bit. But this is exposure to Solana. It's still a micro cap, and I think this price is great to DCA into. Personally, the chart's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. But yeah, there's many plays here that can net you some crazy gains. You just got to start spending some time to research. It really is coming down to research. Also, I forgot to mention Potential Tau, which we covered these in many videos. Obviously, these cryptos aren't, random. You guys probably know about these already. But I mean, look at Potential Tau. A month ago, it was 242. We DCA'd, I think, 2 or 3 times around this range. I think around 2 times. Below around 200, below, I think it was 218, something like that. And this DCA alone was crazy because we first bought it at that 600, 650 mark. So this is what I mean, right? If I never DCA'd into it, I would still be down. But now that I DCA'd into it pretty heavy, now I'm in profit. This is the power of dollar cost averaging that people don't really talk about. So again, this is why it's important to really understand the fear and greed for crypto. And that's something I want to get into right now. Let's get into fear and greed. Let's see what it really is right now. Because I imagine it's probably not as bad as it used to be, but it could. We'll see. Let's see what the fear and greed is. Let's go to this one's good. So fear and greed right now is 49. It's neutral. So again, I always say, look at this as if it's your gas tank, right? When your gas tank comes down here, what do? You add fuel. You're adding fuel to your portfolio. So right here is where you want to buy. Now, this is a half a tank. Some people fill up on a half a tank, myself included at times, because it makes your, it keeps the engine running smoothly. You don't want to see your engine go too far down here in your car and then always on E, because you do tend to make the engine not run as efficiently down the road. So this is where I would still be buying. But see, a lot of people are going to wait until it hits this green mark, and that's what you don't want to do. So it's neutral here. Yesterday was more fearful. Last week was greed, 64. And then last month was 29 fear, which is the ideal time to be buying, right? But this is why I say fear and greed is a clear indicator as to how the retail's thinking. I say retail because the whales already know what to do. That's why they're whales. So that's why they're rich. Retail, they go based on how they feel. Like, oh, I don't feel good in this moment, so I'm not going to buy crypto. Oh, I feel good now. It's great. Let's go buy crypto. And it's like, okay, well, now every single time you miss a lower low and you're buying higher lows, higher lows, higher lows every week or every month, you're not only cutting away your profit margin, but now you have to increase your time to take profits because you have to wait longer and longer. It's the same for, like I said, even Bitcoin. You buy it at 62K, and then now you have to wait and see if it hits 100K, 120K. You just don't know where it's going to go, right? Versus you bought Bitcoin, in the bear market of 2022 at 15.5K, you can easily take profits if you wanted to. Now at roughly a 4x plus, if it hits 100K, a big gain, but your risk margin goes down significantly the lower your entries are. And the only way you do that is buying when no one else is buying. So again, this is why I stress the importance of being proactive, despite how you feel in the moment. You can't be an emotional investor. If you've been following me for any period of time on my channel, you know that I've been saying that for years now. But it's especially true when the bull cycle is starting. Even if the bull cycle starts, say, this month, next month, whatever, you still have roughly a year, if not a little longer, to be establishing your position. So you still have some time. You're not at a time yet. You really aren't, but you have to start making use of your time now. You don't want to be in a position, next year fumbling, saying, hey, I've been sleeping for 6 months. What should I do? You're going to be like, okay, maybe I'll just wait till next cycle, which everyone falls to that trap and they have to start at step one all over again. So yeah, just be very careful. Now is not the time to be, constantly chasing every crypto. Sometimes less is more. Just build your bags, bring your averages down, and you'll be doing fine. But yeah, as you can tell, the fear and greed is neutral. Bitcoin dominance is still 57%. Ethereum's down, Solana's down. So it might be wise to buy some Ethereum tokens, Solana tokens, or even buy those two as hedges if you want some hedges. I've been doing some reviews on my whale tier for Discord, and some of them, have some great looking portfolios, and some are a little more allocated to memes, which I don't like, but I understand the draw to them. Just make sure you have your risk tolerance that is set for you and start making moves accordingly to best position yourself for this cycle, because this will be the cycle where millionaires are made. Mark my words. We have BlackRock in the market. We got banks in the market, hedge funds. We got so much adoption this cycle that we didn't have last cycle. So this is why it's key to be in this market this time around, because next cycle we're going to have more regulation. It's going to be the law of diminishing returns. We're going to see probably a lot less volatility next cycle, which is good from one standpoint, but also not as good if you're trying to make a lot of gains. So just keep that in mind. It's definitely a good time to be, setting yourself up. But anyways, now I want to hear from you. Are you in the green for your portfolio? And if so, what crypto are you currently looking at right now? Drop your comment down below and let me know. And if you want to join my Discord, you want to see my VIP live streams, we did one today. Every single Saturday we do one. If you want to, see my profit taking course, my research course, if you want to be a part of the chat community where many investors who already made 6 to 7 figures chat every single day. We have a lottery chat for meme coins. We got a utility chat, many different chat communities. It is an awesome community. If you want to join, I'll put a link in the pinned comments down below. It'd be awesome to see you there. But if you enjoy this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. And with that being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.